Hi everybody, Andy here from RDP Soft. We're super excited to have been named an official Microsoft Windows Virtual Desktop partner, and so we thought the most fitting way to celebrate was to invite everyone to try the preview release of our Remote Desktop Commander Lite utility that can now manage both RDS and WVD environments. The current shipping versions of our Remote Desktop Commander Suite and Remote Desktop Commander Lite utilities can already manage and monitor WVD, but we're committed to adding tighter levels of integration with WVD into our products. This preview release is a great example because it showcases how we have added WVD broker integration to quickly enumerate host pools and hosts in your WVD tenant. Also, this preview release showcases our software's ability to now query the new user input delay performance counters found in Server 2019 and Windows 10. This counter is very useful in determining if user experience is suffering due to an overloaded session host, as it measures the amount of time keyboard and mouse input sits in the input queue before being passed to the appropriate program. Installing this preview release is super easy, whether you choose to install it on a VM in the same Azure VNet as your WVD environment, and then access it as a WVD remote app or via Azure Bastion, or whether you install it outside of Azure altogether and use the more limited management capabilities provided. The first time you run Remote Desktop Commander Lite, it will ask you how it should find the hosts you want to monitor. You could build lists of hosts manually in the past or have them built automatically by querying an RDS connection broker, but now you have the ability to query your WVD broker as well. Remote Desktop Commander Lite even will help you download and install the PowerShell libraries needed to talk to the WVD broker and perform management functions. Just answer yes twice to install the WVD PowerShell management libraries, then you're all ready to supply your tenant name and credentials to Remote Desktop Commander Lite so it can query the WVD broker and bring back your list of host pools and hosts. Notice that you can operate Remote Desktop Commander Lite in one of two modes: internal, which means our software runs inside your Azure VNet alongside your WVD hosts and has full management capabilities, or in external mode, which means it runs outside of your Azure VNet and offers much more limited WVD management capabilities. For now, we'll choose the internal mode. And there we go. Remote Desktop Commander Lite is querying the WVD broker and dynamically creating your host pools with their lists of hosts. When operating in internal mode like so, there's just one bit of housekeeping you need to do on your Windows 10 multi-session host so that our software can grab all of the performance counters it needs. You will need to change the Remote Registry Service startup on your Windows 10 hosts to automatic from disabled, and then go ahead and start it. You can do this with a group policy if you want, or manually if you prefer. Notice that if you forget to do this, you won't be able to retrieve performance counters and RDP protocol information from your hosts inside our program. The top user sessions counters show fine, since the remote registry service is running on that host. The lower user sessions counters cannot be retrieved because the remote registry service is disabled. Here we see the brand new user input delay counter displayed alongside the latency time for this user session. In this simulation, I've started some CPU-heavy activities on this host, and watch how the user input delay climbs for this user, even though the latency of the RDP connection stays within a normal range. Since we configured Remote Desktop Commander Lite to operate in internal mode, we have full access to all of the session and process management capabilities exactly the way we would for an on-premises classic RDS deployment. We can even live shadow multiple WVD sessions at once using the Super Shadow premium management features available for Remote Desktop Commander. But remember, we can also configure Remote Desktop Commander Lite to operate in external mode with WVD, which provides a limited set of management functions, but allows you to manage WVD alongside your classic on-premises RDS infrastructure, all in the same management interface. And that's pretty awesome. Thanks for watching my demonstration video. Please request a copy of the preview release at the link provided, and then send us your feedback, including any feature requests or bug reports, by submitting a ticket at rdpsoft.com/support.